It's time to set Q1 goals. We're going to take those big intentions from our annual goals and break them down into bite-sized steps so they feel doable instead of overwhelming. Let's jump in. Hi friends, welcome back to Lost Without a Plan. Today we're planning Q1 in my MäksēLife Companion notebooks, and we'll also be setting January goals. These are being pulled directly from the annual goals we set in our goal setting series a few weeks back. I'll be sure to link that down below in case you want to catch up. As you can see, I've already decorated the monthly spread with some very simple stickers. These are just from one of those date dot add-on sheets from Planner Kate. I use the days of the week, the date dots, and the washi strip that runs along the side. I also grabbed this little habit tracker from Coffee Monsters Co. I don't need these banners here yet, but I plan to use them on the weekly actions pages to mark each week by number. I'm not super certain how this monthly spread's going to turn out, and since it's January, we're just going to ease into things. No pressure to have it all perfectly figured out right at the start. Today, the main plan is setting monthly actions. But I did do a little prep work off camera. These pages here are from Momentum Made Simple, which is the goal setting course I created. I'll link it down below. This here is the quarterly perpetual calendar. And as you can see, I marked any days that Violet has off school in purple, and the green here is for Girl Scouts meetings or events that take us to LA. As you can see, there are quite a few this quarter. I find that being able to see a calendar at a glance makes planning feel possible. When I know what the real life looks like, then I can choose which goals will actually fit into it. Next, we're going to peek at my quarterly overview worksheet. This is very similar to the monthly overview freebie that's in my library, but this is built to hold the entire quarter at a glance. I've dropped in my events and top priorities, and then I take a look back at my annual goals to see what realistically fits in the quarter ahead. Here I've listed my big projects in column 1, my top priorities in column 2, and those important dates in column 3. Then I've decided on a theme for each month. I have January as routines, February is connection, and March is spring forward. Overall, this quarter is about resetting, building up routines, and strengthening connections. So I've pulled in the items that are time sensitive, along with ones that will support my overall theme. Lastly, I created a basic plan of attack for my health goals. This is mainly focused on consistency and building habits that support longevity. I broke everything down into a plan that builds upon itself so that even if I aim too high at first, I can pivot and still see momentum that builds instead of feeling discouraged. I am hoping to keep these pages tucked into each quarterly notebook so that they live where they're supposed to be. And I've seen a couple of planners that sell tip-ins for this, inserts that are like tip-ins for this, but since I already have my sheets, we're going to fuss around a little bit and figure out how to tip them in myself so that I can see all the information while planning each month ahead. I'm going to speed you through this trial and error process, but I'll show you the final result. I plan to use some washi tape. This one here is from the Rainbow Washi of MäksēLife. And then I have this repositional glue stick here. It basically turns anything into a Post-it note, which is perfect because I rarely need something to be permanently attached. It does feel a little weird when it gets on your hands though. It kind of reminds me of paste from kindergarten. Do they still use paste? You know, the one that they always joked about people eating. I don't remember seeing people eat it, but I have no idea. But this glue stick works, so we're going with it. Okay, I really like how this is coming out. I don't actually need to see the full written calendar while I'm setting goals, but this quarterly calendar section is the perfect preview for what's coming up. And now I can see the full quarterly overview sheet, and then I can tuck it away when I'm done. Oops, let me grab my Moxie dot markers and my friction pen. And we're ready to begin. Let's start with fun and recreation. We have a holiday this month. Violet is off for MLK Junior Day, so I want to plan something, even if it's just a few hours at the mall with lunch. She got a couple of gift cards from her birthday that she's been wanting to use, and tweens are pretty easy to please, right? Also, I need to prep some plans for my anniversary and for spring break because I haven't done that yet, and they're only 2 to 3 months out. We all know how expensive this could be if I wait anymore, so we're gonna try to get it done soon. All of these items support my fun and seasonal play goal, so my main focus here is to find the fun. Next up, personal. I do have a hair appointment scheduled on February the 1st. We'll already be in LA for Girl Scouts meeting and a cookie go day, so we plan to stop at our LA stylist. My annual goal here is to rediscover my personal identity, and exploring some hairstyles supports that. So I am going to create a hairstyle inspiration board and do a little bit of research before it's time to take the plunge. Another goal is to gain personal insight. So I'm planning to do one of those quizzes this month. Maybe retake the Myers-Briggs or a values quiz. There's so many of them. I figure I just need a couple of, I just want to explore some tools to gain insight during this new stage of life. I also have a reading goal of 120-ish books for the year, which means about 10 books a month. I do also want to add a little more to my morning routines, just some stuff that will support my 90-day soft goal. So my personal focus for January will be inspire confidence. Next stop, work and learning. My main goal here is to work on my BSP course. I broke this down during my annual goal setting session and realized that I need to complete the first 8 modules, which is the entire first section in the month of January in order for me to finish by December. I also plan to block out time for implementation after watching the videos so that I can actually apply what I'm learning and chart my growth. And then I'll drop in a couple of regular work-related items here as a quick reminder. For family relationships, my main goal will be to be present when I'm spending time with my daughter and to focus on making good memories. I also want to reach out to a couple of friends and family twice a week. Oops, it looks like I forgot to add dots. I'm gonna drop these in real quick with my dot markers. Oh, it looks like there are 5 weeks in January. And of course, my drink is perspiring now. Doesn't that figure? Step away from the paper planners. Okay, for health and wellness. This ties into my 90-day soft challenge. Longevity is the main goal here, so I'm giving a little grace if the plan feels a bit strict at first. We're just going to ease our way in. I'm not going to rewrite this entire page. That would be silly. I'm just going to pull in some time-sensitive items. My main goal here is 25 days on track. That includes food tracking and movement. I plan to do a 15-day check-in and a 30-day check-in so I can reevaluate how things are going and what's getting in the way so that I can tweak the plan where needed. I also need to keep up with my weekly meal prep and fridge cleanouts. Oh my gosh, you guys. My husband threw away the food I prepped for my first week. He was overwhelmed by how full the fridge was and thought it was all leftovers. He even threw out a whole dozen of eggs that I had just bought. He said that he tried the water trick. I think he must have read it wrong. He is fired. So I guess I'm on weekly fridge cleanouts on top of my meal plans. It's fine. Oy. I also have a doctor's appointment on the calendar this month to establish care with my new doctor. I did get in with someone in the office so that if I got sick again, I could just call and get some medicine. But I'm actually going to meet my new doctor this time, so I'm a little excited about it. I've also been connected with a dietitian who's helping me figure things out along the way. And V has her annual exam this month, so I have to add a reminder here because I already forgot once and I don't want to forget again. For spiritual growth, my focus here is community service with Scouts and church. This month, Girl Scouts have 2 meetings. One is technically on February 1st, but all the prep will have to happen this month. That includes meeting prep, cookie kickoff prep, organizing cookie information emails, and designing the signage for our booths. I also want to focus on reflection by keeping up with weekly check-ins in my MäksēLife planner. At church, the service I chose to do was help with their social media, because you should go with what you're good at, right? And so I need to schedule their socials every week and do a content meeting with the pastor. Next up is financial. Our next 2 months are going to be focused on tax prep. We secured a new tax team in the area, and they're way more organized than the last guy. They even have a portal to keep us on track along the way. I still want to do my normal pre-work before meeting with them, so I'm going to organize my receipts, finish up my expense trackers, gather the information from the house purchase, sale, and work through my own checklist before I get to theirs. I took December off from my expense organization, so I'm a tad bit behind, but I do have a few weekends this month at home, so I want to work on it to make progress. I also always have to write a reminder to track my deposits and billing over here. I didn't put it in last month's and I forgot to do the billing. So we're just learning as we go how much I need these extra nudges. For physical environment, my main focus is resets. These are the cleaning and organization rhythms that keep my house and car tidy. That would be once a week for the house and twice a month for the car. I'm not driving very much because I work from home, so twice a month works for me. Oh, and again, I use green instead of gray. It's fine, we're fine. I also want to start thinking about which areas of the home I plan to update in the coming months, as like a gentle nudge towards my make it cozy decor goal. Okay, so that wraps up my monthly goals. I have consulted with my annual calendar. All the dates are accounted for, and everything I pre-planned on my quarterly overview is showing right here. So I think that's it. Let's do a slow motion flyover. Real quick note on my monthly spread. As I said before, I'm not totally sure what I want to do with this yet. I'll be tracking my 25 days for the 90 soft challenge in this little mini calendar over here. I've been debating where to put my reading log. Last year I did put it in this page, but I have these cute reading page stickers and I've thought about putting them into my annual goals planner. This is the only planner that I generally keep year after year, and so I thought it would be cute to have the books there. The sheets that I have are from Orange Umbrella Co., and they all track 34 books. I counted. And with my 120 plus goal of reading, I need about 4 of them. I only have 3. I do think I have another one from an advent calendar somewhere, but I can't seem to find it right now. I think it'll be really cute if I do it this way, but a little redundant because I also track everything digitally. So I'm going to give myself to the end of January to decide. And honestly, That's fine. No matter what happens, we'll be just right. Alrighty, friends. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today as we set up our goals for January. As always, I'll have everything linked down below. So if you saw or heard something that caught your eye, be sure to check that description box. And make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss the next video. And I will see you next week. Bye for now.